As we move through the later stages of life, we find ourselves reflecting on our journeys, our victories, struggles, regrets, and dreams. Many feel a natural pull to share these personal moments with family. However, not everything needs to be shared. Holding certain aspects close to our hearts is often an act of love and wisdom, not secrecy. It can help protect our sense of dignity, maintain peaceful family dynamics, and strengthen our legacy. Here are 5 areas of life where keeping a gentle silence can foster peace and preserve relationships, allowing you to share wisdom without revealing every chapter of your story. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Past major mistakes. Looking back on a long life, it's natural to see both achievements and mistakes woven through our journey. As we age, the impulse to share our missteps with family can feel compelling, hoping that our stories will guide them, prevent similar pain, or instill a sense of caution. However, sharing every significant regret may alter the way loved ones see us, placing a burden on relationships that is often unintended. In fact, choosing to keep certain mistakes private can be a way of protecting both our peace and the respect with which our family views us. Consider Eleanor, a retired entrepreneur who took a financial risk early in her career that cost her deeply. Although she eventually rebuilt her life, the memory of that loss stayed with her. Years later, she shared this story with her grandson, hoping he would learn about financial responsibility. However, instead of seeing her resilience, her grandson focused on the loss itself, viewing her as more vulnerable and even feeling a tinge of pity. Eleanor soon realized that this single story of hardship had shifted her grandson's perception of her, anchoring it in a moment of vulnerability rather than the lifetime of strength and wisdom that defined her. By keeping certain mistakes to ourselves, we preserve our role as sources of strength and guidance rather than as cautionary tales. Our families often look up to us, drawing courage and inspiration from our lives. When we share every painful detail, we risk changing this dynamic, unintentionally inviting them to see us through the lens of vulnerability rather than resilience. They may feel obligated to protect us or carry the weight of our regrets, which can cloud their view of the person we have become through those very experiences. Keeping past mistakes private doesn't mean ignoring them. Rather, it's about allowing those experiences to inform our actions without needing to share every detail. If a family member seeks advice, a simple reflection like, "I learned about trust the hard way," can convey the lesson without exposing the full story. This approach respects our privacy while still imparting wisdom, letting our loved ones draw on our insights without seeing the scars that came with them. When we carry our mistakes with quiet acceptance, we allow family members to see us as resilient and adaptable. They can witness the person we have become through these trials, someone who has chosen to grow rather than dwell on past regrets. Our presence, more than our stories, becomes the true legacy, showing them that strength doesn't require revealing every wound, and that wisdom can speak through example, not only through words. By keeping certain chapters of our lives private, we provide our family with a model of quiet courage. They learn that it's possible to endure, to learn, and to rise above even the greatest mistakes without needing validation from others. This legacy of resilience allows them to see us not as individuals defined by errors, but as a source of love and guidance that stands strong, rooted in both lessons learned and dignity preserved. Through our silence, they gain the freedom to live courageously, inspired by the strength we chose to carry quietly for them and for ourselves. 2. Minor health concerns. As we age, we become more attuned to the daily changes in our health, aches that linger, nights of restless sleep, and moments of fatigue. It's natural to want to share these concerns with family, seeking comfort or simply letting them know what's on our minds. However, choosing to keep certain minor health issues private can be a profound act of love. By protecting family members from our smaller health worries, we allow them to focus on the person we are at our core: resilient, enduring, and still fully present in life. The small ailments that often come with age don't define who we are, but when shared too frequently, they can lead family members to see us through a lens of fragility. Consider Henry, a retired teacher who used to mention every ache and pain to his daughter, hoping she'd understand the physical challenges he was facing. While his daughter's responses were compassionate, Henry soon noticed a shift. She began to see him as someone who needed constant support, treating him with a caution he hadn't anticipated. Henry felt as though his identity was becoming centered around his ailments rather than his passions and strengths. Keeping minor health concerns private isn't about ignoring or downplaying them. It's about choosing which aspects of our life to emphasize. Instead of discussing the aches or occasional sleeplessness, we can focus on the good moments that still fill our days: the joy of a beautiful sunset, a satisfying book, a hobby we still enjoy. These positive details shift the family's focus away from health concerns, reminding them that we are more than our physical state and still capable of finding joy in life's moments. This doesn't mean denying the reality of aging or refusing help when it's needed. Instead, it's about allowing family members to experience us as we've always been, rather than seeing us as a bundle of health concerns. By choosing to share only significant health issues, we make it clear when something truly matters, prompting family members to respond with genuine concern rather than a constant background worry. This way, our legacy is shaped by the life we're living now, with resilience and a quiet dignity that speaks louder than words. In choosing discretion, we're giving our family a gift. We remind them that while our bodies may face the challenges of age, our spirits remain strong and grounded. This reserved approach fosters an atmosphere of warmth, respect, and positivity, where family can enjoy our presence without the weight of worry. It shows them that we are still leading our own lives with courage, and it encourages them to approach life's challenges with a similar strength. Ultimately, by keeping minor health concerns to ourselves, we create a lasting impression of resilience and independence, allowing our family to cherish the person we are rather than the health challenges we face. 3. Unfulfilled dreams or wishes. As the years go by, we each carry within us a collection of dreams: places we wanted to visit, goals we hope to achieve, passions we wish to pursue. These dreams are often cherished reminders of our inner hopes and the person we aspire to become. However, as we age, sharing these unfulfilled dreams openly with family can evoke feelings of sadness or even guilt in loved ones who may not fully understand their significance. Sometimes the wisest choice is to hold these dreams close, appreciating them privately for the inspiration they bring without casting a shadow over the life we've lived. Consider Margaret, a retired nurse who once dreamed of painting professionally. Though she never pursued this path, the thought of it remained a gentle, motivating presence in her life. One day, she shared this unfulfilled dream with her granddaughter, hoping to convey her love for creativity. Yet, instead of understanding it as a quiet aspiration, her granddaughter reacted with sadness, even expressing guilt that perhaps family life had kept Margaret from this goal. In this moment, Margaret realized that her granddaughter saw the unfulfilled dream as a loss, not as the warm memory it was meant to be. By keeping certain dreams private, we allow them to stay as gentle reflections of who we are, without burdening loved ones with any sense of loss. These dreams, while unrealized, have often guided us in subtle ways, inspiring us to live more meaningfully in the paths we did choose. In Margaret's case, her love for painting expressed itself in her attention to detail and care, qualities her family cherished even if they didn't directly see her art. Our dreams have a way of influencing the people we become, even if we didn't follow them precisely as we imagine. Silently carrying these unachieved wishes also allows us to focus on the life we've built and the joys we found along the way. Instead of lamenting what could have been, we can share stories about what has been, memories of family, friends, and the meaningful experiences that shaped our lives. In doing so, our loved ones see us not as individuals who missed out, but as people who chose to embrace life in all its complexity and beauty. This approach teaches younger generations that a fulfilled life is not defined solely by the dreams we chase, but by the love, dedication, and resilience we bring to whatever path we follow. Our unfulfilled dreams can remain with us as private symbols of inspiration, reminding us of the depth of our spirit and the roads we traveled. When family members witness our acceptance of these dreams without regret, it encourages them to view their own ambitions with gratitude rather than pressure. We become examples of finding meaning and purpose beyond specific goals, showing that a well lived life is measured by the depth of experience and the warmth of connections, not by a checklist of accomplishments. So, as we reflect on those cherished dreams, we can hold them close and let them inspire us to continue living fully in the present. By choosing to keep certain wishes private, we allow our family to focus on the richness of the life we've led. They'll remember us not for what we didn't achieve, but for the love, wisdom, and resilience that filled our years. In this quiet acceptance, we leave a legacy that values the journey over the destination and celebrates the life we've created with an open heart and unwavering spirit. 4. Disappointments or dissatisfaction with family. As parents and grandparents, we inevitably carry hopes and expectations for our loved ones. We want to see them safe, fulfilled, and making choices that align with values we hold dear. However, sharing our disappointments or dissatisfaction with family members' choices can unintentionally hurt, creating distance rather than closeness. Sometimes, the best way to support those we love is to choose silence, trusting them to navigate their paths without the weight of our expectations. Consider Helen, a retired librarian who took immense pride in her children's accomplishments. Yet, when her daughter chose a career path vastly different from the stability Helen had valued all her life, Helen felt a tinge of disappointment and worry. She hinted her concerns gently, hoping to guide her daughter toward a more secure choice. However, her daughter felt misunderstood and unsupported, interpreting Helen's words as doubt in her capability and dreams. Realizing this, Helen decided to embrace a quieter approach, supporting her daughter's choices without trying to steer them. By holding back from sharing our concerns, we give loved ones space to pursue their dreams and learn on their terms, without feeling the need to live up to our expectations. Trusting them in this way is a powerful act of respect and love. Family members often carry their own fears and uncertainties. Hearing criticism from those closest to them can add to their burden, making them feel as though they're falling short. Instead, when we choose silent support, we show them that we believe in their ability to forge a meaningful life, even if it looks different from our own. Choosing silence doesn't mean suppressing our feelings or pretending to agree with every choice. It means acknowledging that our loved ones are individuals with unique paths. The values and experiences that shaped us may not fully resonate with them, and that's okay. By stepping back, we allow them the freedom to explore life without feeling tethered to expectations they didn't set for themselves. This act of quiet support often deepens their trust in us, knowing they can come to us without fear of judgment or disappointment. When we feel disappointed, it can be helpful to reflect inward and recognize that our reactions often stem from our own life lessons and preferences. By identifying these as personal experiences rather than universal truths, we can separate our journey from theirs. Helen, for instance, realized that her preference for job security was rooted in her life story, not her daughter's. She came to see that her daughter's courage to pursue something different was a strength in its own right, a sign of resilience and confidence that deserved encouragement, not doubt. Holding back personal judgments doesn't mean abandoning our wisdom. When family members seek advice, we can share our insights with an open mind, framing them as experiences rather than expectations. Instead of saying, I think you should do this, we might say, in my experience, I found this approach helpful. This distinction respects their independence while still offering guidance. By letting them make their own decisions, they grow stronger and more self assured, learning from their own choices as they create lives that feel true to them. In choosing discretion over critique, we protect the bond that connects us. Our family may not always remember the words we said, but they will remember how we made them feel safe, loved, and accepted as they are. Over time, they'll appreciate the gentle support that allowed them to navigate life with confidence, knowing that we stood behind them unconditionally. By choosing silent support, we foster relationships based on trust and understanding, creating a legacy that goes beyond mere approval and truly honors the uniqueness of each family member. By holding back disappointments and focusing on acceptance, we provide family with a foundation of unwavering support. This legacy of quiet strength and respect will stay with them long after we're gone, reminding them that true love means embracing one another's choices, trusting in each other's journey, and celebrating the courage to follow individual paths. In this way, we protect the precious bonds that connect us and create a family built on love, respect, and lasting encouragement. 5. Personal plans for assets. As we reach a certain age, it's natural to feel the desire to ensure that our family is cared for and secure long after we're gone. The thought of sharing our plans for assets and inheritance may seem like a way to offer them reassurance, a way to remind them of our love and foresight. However, discussing these plans too early can bring unexpected complexities and even shift the focus of our relationships from love to material expectations. By keeping these plans private until the appropriate time, we protect the peace within our family and allow them to enjoy our presence without the weight of future finances clouding their hearts. Consider James, a retired businessman who had invested years in carefully structuring his estate. He decided to share his plans with his family, hoping they would find comfort in his efforts. Yet, over time, he noticed subtle changes in how they interacted with him. Discussions about the estate turned into quiet debates with suggestions, preferences, and assumptions about the future taking root. His loving intentions inadvertently became a source of strain, altering the very family dynamics he had worked to preserve. By choosing to keep asset plans private, we grant our family a rare and precious freedom, the freedom to simply be with us, to laugh, to share, to remember the bonds that connect us without seeing one another through the lens of inheritance. These are times when family can see us as we are in the present, sharing memories and conversations rather than focusing on what will come when we're no longer here. This silent choice is an act of love, one that places relationships above possessions and trust above expectation. Keeping these plans close isn't about secrecy, it's about honoring the sacred nature of our relationships. Conversations about money can, however unintentionally, open doors to rivalry, entitlement, or insecurity. By safeguarding these details, we allow family members to remain focused on what truly matters: connection, love, and the values that define us as a family. And in this way, we protect them from the unnecessary burdens and conflicts that discussions about inheritance can sometimes bring. This discretion also gives us the freedom to make choices in alignment with our evolving values without the influence of external opinions. We can adjust our plans as life changes, knowing that our decisions are based on careful thought and personal integrity. By keeping these plans private, we maintain our independence and our ability to act according to our own principles. When the time eventually comes to reveal these arrangements, our loved ones will see them for what they are: a thoughtful, well considered legacy that reflects our deep commitment to their well being. Rather than a point of contention, these plans become a final gift, one that provides security without altering the harmony of family relationships. They'll know that our intentions were made with love, without expectation, and with a desire to leave behind something lasting and positive. In truth, the greatest legacy we leave is not found in assets or inheritances. It's found in the memories, the lessons, and the wisdom we impart through the example of how we lived. Instead of frequent discussions about material matters, we can share our insights, our humor, and our presence, giving our family what will sustain them far beyond anything we leave in a will. This is the legacy that strengthens them, that helps them grow, and that teaches them to find value in what cannot be counted or divided. By keeping our personal plans for assets private until it is truly necessary, we offer our family the ultimate gift: a life lived in the present with love at its center. We remind them that the true treasures of life are the memories we share in the love we cultivate. In doing so, we build a legacy that lives on, not in bank accounts or deeds, but in the hearts of those who remember us as a source of unwavering love, wisdom, and quiet strength. This is the inheritance that transcends generations, shaping lives with values and understanding far beyond any material wealth. Conclusion: a legacy rooted in wisdom, love, and quiet strength. As we reach the later years of life, we come to understand that not everything must be shared to be meaningful, and not every chapter of our journey needs to be open to be respected. Choosing what to share and what to hold close is not an act of secrecy, but a reflection of wisdom, in understanding that the deepest connections are often nurtured in silence and respect. By guarding certain experiences, we create a quiet strength that our family can sense, even without knowing every detail. Keeping select parts of ourselves private allows us to preserve a legacy grounded in dignity, resilience, and unconditional love. When our family remembers us, they will see not only the stories we told, but also the grace we held. They will learn from our actions and the presence we brought into their lives, the steadiness, understanding, and calm assurance that spoke louder than words. This silent guidance becomes a source of strength for them, offering a model of how to approach life's complexities with humility and integrity. The unspoken moments, the dreams we cherish privately, the mistakes we grew from without need for validation, the unshared concerns we carried for their sake, form the foundation of a legacy that transcends possessions and explanations. Our loved ones inherit not just memories, but an enduring sense of our character, a reminder that life is about choosing courage over fear, love over judgment, and trust over control. They will remember us not for what we revealed, but for how we stood by them with quiet support, offering acceptance, even in silence. By the time we pass down our wisdom and love in these thoughtful ways, we leave our family with a profound message. They will feel our presence in the way we made them feel safe, valued, and free to be themselves. And in doing so, we impart a lasting legacy, a legacy where the true gift is not merely in what we leave behind, but in the spirit of understanding and unconditional love that continues to guide them long after we're gone. This is the gift of a lifetime, one that lingers quietly and lovingly in their hearts, echoing with a strength that words alone could never capture. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.